guys, welcome back to another unboxing video with Thomas. Today I shall be enjoying some Campo Viejo. Cheers guys. Quite nice. I'm not really a wine man myself, but I had some of this left over and I like this particular one. Right, so today we've got a keyboard by Gravastar. I saw this one, someone recommended it to me, and a new one apparently came out, should be on the day this video releases, and I thought, wow, that looks amazing. So I emailed them and they sent one my way, and I'm very curious. Right, let's have a look inside. There you go. Anything else? Nope. There you go. It is the Gravastar Mercury V75 Pro. V75 Pro is the model name, and this is the neon graffiti version of it. That's the Mercury thing, and I mean, look at that. So when I saw this picture, I obviously thought, yeah, I gotta cover this. For those of you who know some things about me, my living room is basically a huge neon tomb with, you know, fluorescent paint and whatnot everywhere and black lights. So, you know, this might be very much up my alley. I'm very curious. Let's take a look. Be cool, play it. Lots of different layers in here. Even a really interestingly made up, well, drawn up PCB, which obviously I can't show you during just a simple unboxing video. It's not meant to be a deep going review after all. It's really just an unboxing and maybe some first impressions. 8,000 hertz polling, 0.005 millimeter RT precision, full aluminum and RGB. Well, let's take a look. Wow, the art continues. And this is also a Hall effect magnetic switch keyboard, as the box here says. Really come to specialize in those keyboards, I guess. This thing is in the way. Right, so it's got little tits in the corner. Well, tits is maybe a big word, but you get my, you catch my drift. So let's see. I'll look at this in a minute. First, let's look at what else is in the box. A little brush with a hand on one hand, and, well, a brush, okay, you know, fine. Some loose switches. Fuck it. Jesus Christ. Get here, yeah. Okay. These are trickier to extract than I thought they would be. There you go. Let's see, what does it say on it? Gateron, yeah, that makes sense. Look at that. I think were these the I think these were the custom-made ones by Gateron for this keyboard. Weren't they called Magnetic X or something like that? Or is that another keyboard? I don't know. It's I'm expecting quite a few keyboards. Sometimes they kind of jumble up in my head. It doesn't look like a standard Gateron magnetic switch. It's probably just small differences. In any case, let's have a look. Another keycap puller, keycap and switch puller. Makes sense. Very standard. Little goodies box, parts box, I guess, in here with a cable and microfiber cloth. Fair, why not? And Christ. There you go. Nothing else in here. Go away. Go away. And a small manual. Cool. Right, now let's get to the main course. Get rid of this real quick. And have a look at the keyboard. My voice probably still sounds a bit weird from that very, very long-lasting bug I caught. So I feel fine by now. Right, let's have a look at that. Holy crapperoni. Damn, son. So I had no idea that this whole housing was aluminium. It's got a sort of, I hope I don't knock over this bottle of wine here. It's got a sort of organic looking wireframe like chassis. And I thought that that would be plastic because it's easier to make that way, but I think it's actually metal, which means that they they did some interesting. I guess this can't be machining, right? That must be impossible. It must be cast and polished aluminium or something like that, because otherwise it'd be just fucking impossible. Was it the back very sculpted? Yeah, this must be cast, I think. So let's see. There are these things. Oh, they are very clacky. Yeah. So what do they do? Are they the feet? I think they must be incredibly elaborate feet. Yes, they are. Wow, I've never seen feet like that. Wow, that is so over the top. And yeah, I really like the lettering as well. I mean, it's if you the thing with keyboards that are highly decorated is, in my opinion, you can either do a keyboard in a reserved way and make it look, classy and stylish and reserved and, where it would fit anyone, or you can go for something balls to the wall. And if you do it right, then it's great. And I think this is one of the ones that looks really great. So let me just... I think it's also... Yeah, it's definitely at least partially. This is the UV torch I got from the SA Blackest Black keycap set. And yes, it definitely is at least partially fluorescent, which is what I'd hoped for. Yeah, definitely some of the colors in the housing are fluorescent. I think also the keycaps, but it's a bit difficult to say. That is great. Maybe I'll make a picture under a fluorescent light or something. So, let's see what happens when I plug it in. Right, so let's plug that in. And yeah, RGB is working. Oh, but it's not actually colored. It is, well, I was expecting some sort of rainbow of colors, but it is in fact white by default. Some sort of white wave rotating thingy. I'm sure you can set it to rainbow color, of course, but I don't know, I'd expected something extremely colorful. It's also got, I should note, pudding keycaps, which means that the tops are non-transparent, but the sides are on all sides. And it's a little bit difficult to show by camera, but maybe you kind of get the idea like this. Interesting. And also it's got a tiny screen near the arrow keys. I don't think the cable stretches far enough here that I've got set up to really show that. It's here. Yeah, that doesn't show. Let me switch the light back on and then maybe you can see it. It's right here. It's about one key size of little screen on it. Cool. Man. Sorry, I did a drop test and that cut out the audio recording apparently. So I have to watch out for that. But in any case, what I was saying was, Look, it's got side panels that show RGB, well, white at the moment, but you get what I mean. And at the front as well, and even in the feet. Look at that. It's got LEDs in the feet. That must be a channel first. I've never seen that before. Wow. This thing is so over the top. Right, let me attempt some typing on it. Interesting. So normally Hall effect keyboards have rather flat, let's say, note sound. And this one doesn't as much, and I didn't really expect that, because a full metal chassis tends to, in my opinion, not really help the quality of the sound. And obviously I'm not really suspending the microphone directly above the keyboard, so no, you know, you're not getting a particularly representative sound sample, but I don't know, it's not bad. I don't mind it. So yeah, in any case, yeah, I'll yeesh, maybe I'll even take it to work or something. This is gonna pop people's eyeballs out. Yeah, I really like the way it looks. Very interesting keyboard. Right, so like I said, it's out from today, which I think is the 26th or something like that. I'll put a link in the description below. The full review will come sometime in the future. I'm not exactly sure. Definitely after my holiday. I'm going on holiday twice in succession, so it'll be a while, but still. In any case, I think I've been blabbing on for long enough. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye-bye.